Hello and welcome to this SIS tutorial. In this video, we will explore the different interactions between the elements and take a detailed look at the software's interface. Here are the three containers of the SIS system, and each of them has its own dedicated interface. Sections. Sections are key tools in the SIS ecosystem as they allow grouping of widgets into specific categories, thereby facilitating navigation and optimal organization of system elements. While they are not transferable to the client, the main purpose of sections is to assist in organizing widgets effectively. Layouts. At the core of the system, layouts play a central role in managing diverse aspects such as widget placement, size, and customizing the wallpaper. Groups provide convenience for managing and synchronizing multiple layouts, thereby simplifying the process of transferring them to the client. An additional feature is available by linking a group to a process, which triggers an automatic change of layouts to those of the group as soon as this process is in focus. Widgets. Widgets encompass all the individual elements that can be arranged within a layout, although these elements must initially be created and set up within a specific section. To start, let's open the editor. There are different ways to access it. Here are two methods. The first one is to open the Start menu, search for the software, and click on the item corresponding to SIS. The second method is to click on the software icon located at the bottom right of the taskbar if the server is already started. After opening the editor, you will be directly taken to the Layouts interface. Positioned at the top, in the center, you will find three groups buttons indicating the sections, layouts, and groups menus. Directly below these three buttons is the name of the currently selected menu. The left panel displays the available elements for the current menu, and all the elements created for the selected menu will be placed here. The central panel is the workspace where you can focus on the selected elements and make the necessary modifications. The elements available for adding to the central panel are displayed in the right panel when you select an item in the left panel. This panel generally facilitates the selection and addition of elements. In essence, a group can contain one or multiple layouts, and both layouts and sections can accommodate multiple widgets. To begin, let's create a section. Go to Dedicated Mode Interface for Section menu by clicking on the icon representing the symbol, and then click on Create a Section. In my case, I will name this section Software. Under the Appearance tab, you can add an icon to help you easily identify this element. Click on Validate to confirm. Now we will add some buttons to this section. To activate this section, click directly on its button in the left panel. Now I will add some shortcuts to the software that I have already installed. Several scenarios may arise in this situation. The first scenario is that the software icon remains available on the desktop. The second scenario is that the software icon is not available on the desktop, but it appears in the startup menu. Third scenario, the software icon or the software itself does not appear on the desktop or in the start menu, but you know its location on a computer. Let's start with the first scenario. Perform a drag and drop of the software into the designated area. In the second scenario, you should begin by opening the Start menu and navigating to the location where the desired software is located. Right-click on the software and select More, then choose Open File Location. Finally, perform a drag and drop of the software into the designated area. In the third scenario, locate the folder containing the software and perform a drag and drop, just like the two previously mentioned scenarios. In this tutorial, I have demonstrated how to use the drop zone to create shortcuts to software. However, you can also use it to create shortcuts to folders or files, depending on your specific needs. Let's move on to creating a layout. Select the Layout menu by clicking on the icon representing the symbol, and then click on Create a Layout. Set a title. The title is the only mandatory element when creating a layout. You also have the option to define the appearance, size of layout, and a description. In my case, I will name this layout Software. Under the Appearance tab, you can add an icon to help you easily identify this element, and the second drop zone allows you to set the wallpaper for the layout. Under the Grid tab, you can adjust the layout size according to your preference. Click on Validate to confirm. Now we will add the buttons we created in the section to this layout. Activate this layout by clicking directly on its button in the left panel. In the right panel, select the previously created section from the drop-down menu. Select a button, then drag the mouse cursor to the workspace area to choose a location and click once more to position the button. I will now introduce you to the action modes. These modes can be accessed through 3 buttons located in the middle, right below the layout representation area. The different modes are Add, Edit, and Delete. By default, you are in the Add mode, which is the mode we have just used. Let's switch to the Delete mode. In this mode, you can delete a widget simply by clicking on it. Let's switch to the Edit mode now. In this mode, you have the ability to move and resize the widget if it allows for it. Start by clicking on a widget. Once the widget is activated, editing handles will appear. Hold down the left mouse button on the middle handle, then drag the widget to the desired area to adjust its position. Apply the same principle with the corner handles to resize the widget if it allows for it. Let's continue by moving on to the groups. Select the Groups menu by clicking on the icon representing the symbol. There are different ways to use groups. One way is to enable the transfer of multiple layouts simultaneously to the client. The second method involves hiding the other layouts when navigating on the client side. When navigating on the client side, all layouts can be accessed by performing left or right swaps. On the other hand, you may not want all layouts to be accessible when launching a specific software. You might prefer to have access only to the layouts that are relevant to that software. This is one of the possibilities offered by groups. In the meantime, I have prepared a new set of data to illustrate it for you. Click on Create a Group. Set a title. The title is the only mandatory element when creating a group. You also have the option to define the appearance and a description. Under the Appearance tab, you can add an icon to help you easily identify this element, and the second drop zone allows you to set the wallpaper for the group. If a wallpaper is defined both in a layout and in a group, the wallpaper defined in the layout will take priority. To enable automatic layout switching with a specific software, go to the Process tab and enter the name of the corresponding process. If you are unaware of the process name associated with the software you want to use, click on the Record button. A countdown will appear, and once it reaches 0, the name of the process that is in focus at that moment will be captured and displayed. Check the checkbox to enable automatic layout switching. Click on Validate to confirm. Activate the group by clicking directly on its button in the left panel. Adding or removing a layout from this group is as simple as clicking on the Layout button in the right panel. Now I will show how to transfer the elements we have created to the client. To begin, follow the steps outlined in our video titled How to Set Up the SIS system to connect the client to the server. Select a layout or a group as demonstrated in the video, and then click on the button with that icon located at the bottom of the screen. The client will request permission for the transfer. Please accept this authorization to initiate the process. In summary, we have explored the key features of SIS, from creating sections to managing groups and customizing layouts. With this knowledge, you are now ready to optimize your software experience. Thank you.